Tom Brady, AFC Championship game, they demolished the Colts. It wasn't even close. Thoughts about Tom Brady going to another Super Bowl?
I mean, after seeing the NFC championship game and seeing the AFC Championship game, it's just night and day.
Pretty much.
What else can we say about Tom Brady? They call him Tom Terrific for a reason. His wife is gorgeous. His team is successful. His coach is the man. I mean, the only thing we're talking about is Deflategate, I guess. This is the man's 9th AFC Championship game.
That's a lot.
Heading to his 6th Super Bowl. The man's just great. He's terrific.
You know what? I have a problem with the AFC. AFC, I am challenging you to step up. Please, somebody from the AFC at least be a contender to Brady or somebody. At least be a contender. There's no contenders in the AFC but the Patriots. When you look at everybody that was in the playoffs of the AFC, you could say, they're flawed, or we don't like them, or there's something about them that we really don't like. And when you look at the NFC, I mean, you had a bunch of teams. Green Bay was 12-4, Seattle was 12-4, Dallas was 12-4, Detroit was 11-5.
Even if you date back a few seasons, I mean, the Falcons have been up before the recent slump.
Exactly.
You know, Lions are now here after being down a few years.
Exactly. It just seems like the AFC is kind of like the Eastern Conference of the NBA. They're just it's just one or two teams, and it's kind of then you got the bottom feeders back there that's making the playoffs. But I mean, Deflategate. Now, if this is true that the New England Patriots had to use deflated footballs to beat the Indianapolis Colts, this has to put. What can you say? Are you surprised? Like, does this really surprise you from New England after Spygate and after all this other stuff that they normally do? Is this surprising to you, Ty?
I mean, it's not surprising, but at this point it seems like we're just grasping at straws. They're looking for something to tag him. There's got to be something, you know. They said the Colts made that pick and he just said it didn't feel right. But if it's a pound and a half less, is it that really big of a deal? I mean, Andrew Luck's probably playing with the same football. If it's the same across the board, it seems like it should help you get a better grip on the ball. Whatever. I think we're just pulling that straws here.
But they said the footballs that Andrew Luck was throwing was causing interceptions, though. Only his footballs were deflated, not the New England Patriots footballs that were deflated. But did they really, if this is true, did they really need deflated footballs to beat the Colts, though?
That's the other part. I'm going to say no, and I don't think a deflated football will lead to that outcome in the game. I'm hoping at least that they would have inflated the rest of the footballs after halftime, because that game was over right away.
I was so heartbroken. I didn't even watch this whole game. I just knew that whoever won the NFC was going to face the Patriots in the Super Bowl. I said before they faced Denver that the Colts were the weakest team that was in the playoffs. And
before we found out how weak Peyton Manning's arm really is.
And he had tore a hamstring, quad, or something was wrong with his leg. He was hurt. But the Colts showed me who they really were. They are one-dimensional. They are Andrew Luck or bust. And, I mean, they have to get better in the offseason.
And here's the thing on the Colts. You talk about them being one-dimensional, Andrew Luck or bust. The torch has been passed straight from Peyton Manning to Luck in Indy, and now, you know, with what he did in the playoffs here. Going into those games on Sunday, as you know, Adam Schefter reports that a deal is in the works to make Luck one of the highest-paid quarterbacks in the league. His team is already one-dimensional. If all that money is going to Luck, there's not much else you can really put around him.
Well, so it's just not only him, but there's also reports that they're trying to make Russell Wilson the highest-paid quarterback in the league, too, as well. And you think about how Seattle has been dominant over the last couple of seasons because they have the whole team aspect. So some people might be on a chopping block moving forward, and well, we all know the Colts need more pieces too as well. So.
Yes, Luck's like a young Manning, just can't get past New England.